So I've started playing on this canvas just by spraying down some Dylusions inks. I'm using 3 different colours, and for whatever reason they are not sinking in, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So you can see here I start trying to dab it in with my fingers, which is fun but not very effective, and soon enough you're going to see me come over, wipe it all off and start again. There you go, all wiping it down. You can see some of the colour stuck, which was really nice, and then I'm just spraying over again. Just adding some to the edges because I really like to just make sure those corners and sides of my canvases are not still white once I'm finished. Really liking how this is going so far now that the colour is actually starting to take. And I'm just still adding more colour, more water to mix them in and get them all moving. Once I've got enough colour down, I will leave that to dry. But before I leave it to dry, I've decided that I want to add some white. So I'm just watering down some white paint and I'm just going to flick that into the paint or into the inks that I've already sprayed onto the canvas. And because it's still very wet, that's just going to blend in and work its way in with all of those inks. My first real video to share. It's fair to say that I am incredibly messy when I'm crafting. See, so here it's all dried, and it does take a bit of time because I tend to leave it to dry. And now I'm going to do some stamping with a new release from the Artistic Stamper, and this one's designed by Neil Walker. It's a really nice heart shape and there's a lot of detail going on in there. I don't want that kind of harsh line around the edge of the square, so I'm masking off areas. This was really fiddly, so I have cut a chunk of that out. And I decided I don't want to do it that way, so I pick it up and I actually turn it over and lay it down. And pressing the other way was very fiddly just to get that partial print that I wanted. Here I've just got my favourite black pen and I'm just going to start drawing around things and doodling and adding more circles, going over some of the circles that are already there. Lots lots of circles. Phew, finally done. That was an awful lot of circles. And I'm just coming in with some more of the colours that I used previously, and I'm just adding some white paint to it because I want to go over that heart shape in the middle. I have to continue it on and add some more to those sides. Then I've decided to just add some more things on top of the canvas, just things that I've got on my desk. So I'm going to stamp out another heart onto a scrap of white card. Very lazy stamping on this project, I've got to say. Just used whatever was next to me. I waited for that to dry before I cut it out, and then I'm going to add some colour. To add the colour on this, I used Art Infusions from Paper Artsy, and I just added water to those on my mat. And here I'm just laying up different elements that I've got on that table next to me. A paper flower there and a dried wet wipe. And a little bit of text. So I just added some of the dilution spray that I sprayed on the canvas onto the flower. And I'm continuing that to colour all of the elements. Okay, so I'm just sprinkling some of the infusions onto my craft mat next to me, and then I'm going to add some water and just use a paintbrush to apply the colour to the heart.